A new phase of the war in Ukraine is underway this morning. Ukraine now says Russia has launched an all-out ground attack in the eastern part of the country. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says Russian forces are now fighting for the eastern part of the Donbas region along the Russian border. This new offensive follows a day of airstrikes across the country, including in the western city of Lviv, which has been relatively safe from attacks until now. At least 7 people were killed in Lviv yesterday. Nearly a dozen others were hurt, including a child. In a speech late yesterday, Ukraine's president told his people a large part of the Russian military is now focused on Donbas, but Ukraine will not stop fighting. NBC News global correspondent Raf Sanchez joins us now from Lviv. So, Raf, what do we know about this new phase of the war in the Donbas region, and how is Russia changing its strategy there?
So, Joe, you and I have been talking for literally weeks about Russia preparing for this all-out attack across the east. President Zelensky says that day has come. The Russians are attacking along a very, very long front, ranging from Kharkiv all the way up in the north, down through the Donbas, and ending in Mariupol in the south. Now, the Ukrainians say the Russians are throwing everything they have at this front, and an advisor to President Zelensky says they are under real pressure from Vladimir Putin to deliver something that he can call a victory for the Russian people. Take a listen.
It will be a really difficult battle for Ukrainian armed forces, but Ukrainian armed forces who are concentrated there, most of them have this experience of 8 years war in Donbas with Russia, because the open war started in 2022, but the Russian aggression started in 2014 when they captured parts of Donbas. So now this is the final battle for them. They have to make some symbolic victory.
Now, President Zelensky says this is a battle his forces can win, but only if they get the heavy weapons they need from the United States, from other NATO allies. Ukraine has been preparing for this fight for a long time. They have sent some of their absolute best troops to the Eastern Front, but this will be a different kind of battle from what we've seen around Kyiv. The Ukrainians very successful there, hit and run, guerrilla tactics. Joe, this is going to be more of a World War II-style confrontation along a very long front, with tanks and artillery confronting each other in open areas. Jeff?
Raf, let's also talk about Lviv and the 4 missile strikes yesterday. You were at the scene of those strikes. What more do we know about these attacks, and why Russia is targeting Lviv in the west when their forces have really turned their focus to the east?
Yeah, Jess, you can probably see behind me, things are actually pretty calm here right now. Folks are out and about on the streets. This time yesterday, the air raid sirens were blaring. A few hours before that, the missiles were raining down. We went to a car repair shop that was just over the railway lines that took a direct hit from one of those missiles. A number of people were killed there. Out of the 7 who were killed in total, 11 people were injured, including a child who was badly wounded. And this is Vladimir Putin reminding Ukrainians, reminding the world that nowhere in this country is out of range of his missiles. These wave of missiles, we now have a little more context for them. They were sort of the curtain going up on this offensive in the east. And I think it's a sign of Russia trying to do everything it can to cut off the Ukrainian railway lines, to try to stop Ukraine from moving the forces it needs, moving the equipment it needs from the west of the country, which is where NATO weapons are coming in, over to the east, where they will be needed for this new, very large-scale confrontation with Russian forces. Jeff?
Yeah, and Raf, let's go back to the east. Throughout eastern Ukraine, places like Mariupol, there is a huge humanitarian crisis going on. No food, no running water, other basic supplies running out. The United Nations says now it doesn't appear to be the time for a ceasefire to allow more aid into Ukraine. So how are people in the region getting aid? Is anything getting to them at all?
It doesn't look like it, Joe. The Russians have effectively sealed Mariupol off. They have the remaining Ukrainian troops in that city holed up in what's left of one of Europe's largest steel plants. There are concentric rings of Russian troops around them. But then the city itself, no one is coming in, no one is coming out without passing through Russian checkpoints. Ukraine's deputy prime minister says she has been desperately trying to get her Russian enemies to agree to a humanitarian corridor so women and children can come out of Mariupol, so food can come in. But the Russians are not agreeing to that at this point. The mayor of Mariupol says at least 10,000 people have been killed in that city so far. The infrastructure is in absolute ruins. As you were saying, there's almost no food. The World Food Program says people are on the brink of starvation. They've been reduced to drinking filthy water just to try to survive. And now we are looking at massive disruption all across the east of Ukraine. There are going to be a lot more cities directly in the sights of Vladimir Putin's forces, with more rockets, more artillery raining down on them. And one of the major challenges will be not only getting weapons and ammunition to the front lines to the soldiers, but also getting the humanitarian material we need to the east for the civilians. Joe?
Difficult situation that's only going to get harder as fighting intensifies in the eastern part of the country. Raf Sanchez, thanks so much for your reporting.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.